This is the one where, God damn it. Just cut my finger. Yeah, cut me good. Yeah, cut me good. Hold on. Let me go get a Band-Aid. I shouldn't be handling these damn things. I told y'all, if I've had to ever fight with a knife, I'm more likely to kill myself. That you think I was making that shit up? Hey everybody, remember this channel has been shadow banned by YouTube for quite some time. So if you want to keep up with my hijinks, or you just don't want to miss out on a chance to call me a slur when I say something stupid, make sure you subscribe to my channel and go over to my channel page and turn on notifications. There's a link in the upper corner of this video where you can do just that. I am a grown-ass man. Hey everybody, welcome to the America Guns and Freedom podcast with your host, me, the Yankee Marshal. Today we're going to be skipping the shooting the shit and going straight to the America Guns and Freedom podcast because we're going to have a special guest coming in later in the show. So I want to have enough time for that. So we're just going to start off with our regular chat, our regular open chat where you all can ask whatever you want to ask. If you want to get in some early questions for the discussion later, you might want to get those in now. You can use the YouTube super chat if you want. You can send me emails to shootingleftofcenter@gmail.com. You can put stuff in the live chat. Make sure you put at the Yankee Marshal in front of them so I see him, or at Wyoming Gun Projects if you want him to see it. You could also use the link at the top, the Phil tithe, if you need to pay your tithe to Phil so you don't get Lyme disease or a cracked windshield, or your trailer blown away with your baby in it. You know, if you want to do that, make sure of that. You can use that link. You can also use that link if you want to be entered into the knife drawing, which I'm not going to pull it out and cut myself again like I just did at the beginning of the show. So you all missed that. If you're watching this, not watching this live, you should have watched it live. You'd got to see me try to kill myself. You'd understand when I say that I think if I ever had to use a knife for self-defense, I'd be endangering myself more than I would the person I was going after. You thought I was making that up. I wasn't making that up. I'm dangerous with a knife. I'm lucky I still have all my fingers, even though one of them did have to be reattached. But let's get started. Like I say, if you've got any questions for me, go ahead and put them in to me. You don't have to keep them gun related. It can be about anything. I'll try to answer them. If there's something I can't answer, make sure you pay attention to the live chat. There's people in there, especially if it's a technical question, which will know more than I do. And they'll be able to answer your question for you. So pay attention, participate, build some community. I like to start the broadcasts usually by reading the names of people who ordered merchandise over the last 24 hours, but I don't think we got any. No, we don't have any today. Let me go over. If you want to help, though, if you want to help support the channel, going over to TYMPpistolproject.com. We've been shadow banned by YouTube. We're demonetized. So everything we do is dependent on the audience. You know, the Pets and Vets program, TYMP, all that is dependent on the audience. So go over to TYMPpistolproject.com. You can become a patron. You can become a Subscribe Star member. And right now we're running a big cold steel knife giveaway for people who become new patrons. Every day we choose someone who became a new patron and give away a nice cold steel knife, like an AD-10 light, or you know, what's that other one that was popular? The Spartan. So feel free to go over, sign up, probably win yourself a new knife, because so far we've had like one person a day. So that person automatically wins the drawing. But you can do all that over at TYMPpistolproject.com. There's also a link over there where you can go buy merchandise. I'm not wearing my merchandise today. Well, I am. I'm wearing my hat. I got my Believeth Bigfoot Jesus on here. That's not gun related, but it is one of the items you can buy over there because there is some Bigfoot stuff over there. So go on over there, get yourself some merchandise, support TYMPP, or join Patreon to support the Pets and Vets program, or join Subscribe Star and choose what you want to support based on the tier you join. Also, there's lots of patches to get right now. Where's my Mickey Mouse patch? There it is. The mouse gun patches are in. In fact, I have sent them to all the people that were getting them. If you want the mouse gun patch, you have to go to Patreon, sign up as a Mouse Guns fan. On that tier, you'll get the exclusive patch. And I do mean exclusive. I only made like 25 of these. So there ain't going to be a bunch of them. But let's go get to the questions. Let me see. We got Skidmark said hello from Scotland. And then he said, love your shirt. Well, yeah, it's a good shirt. I got multiple comments on today. I always get comments on this shirt, especially. It's the animal shirt. And Animal is one of my favorite characters from the Muppets. I like Animal. I like Miss Piggy. Those are probably two of my favorites in that order, I think. Let's get over here, see if we got any questions coming in on Patreon, and then we'll get to the emails. Let's see here. Today is the 28th. We got Arthur Dunham chimed in, and he said, to help pay for the postage for my Spartan. It arrived today. I'm glad it made it. Yeah, you saw how expensive it is to freaking mail those things. It's like $10 every time I mail a patch or anything, and then more if I mail a knife. The patches each cost $8 to ship. Maybe a little more, but around $8 each just to ship a patch. You know? Oh, the patches should be up on the website, I think maybe tomorrow. So we'll get to that tomorrow, probably. All right, let's get over here to see if we got any questions coming in. That was Arthur Dunham letting us know his his knife came in. Then we got John Clark. John Clark chimed in and said, Remington was killed finally with the Bushmaster adverts, but the shady stories of 700 triggers, quality with P51 and 770s and PR9 when is a giant too big to fail? Or do Glock same thing for 30 years? I think I understand what he's saying. Remington, yeah, they suffered a lot of bad press with the 700 triggers. And even by the time that most of the media outlets admitted that they had falsified a lot of their stuff, they were, damage was done. And the R51, I think he means R51, not P51. Wasn't that an R51? And what's the other one? The RM8 or something. They didn't do well. RM380, I think it's called. Remington just shit the bed. I mean, just started gun after gun after gun was just poor quality. And it wasn't like there's a question about they're too easy to fire. No, it was just they were junk. It was like they were Kel-Tec level. The only one that can get away with that is Kel-Tec. So, all right, let's get back to the questions here. That was John Clark. Dale Rickety chimed in, and Dale Rickety said, hi. That's all he said was hi. He didn't ask any questions. We need some questions, people. Johnny Mandrick chimed in and said, welcome, Wyoming Gun Project. What is your favorite revolver round, and why is it 357 Magnum? Are you asking him that or me that? Because that's my favorite. That's my favorite revolver round. So I'm not sure if you're asking him that or me that. It's that because it's the best one. Well, he can answer that when he gets in for himself, but because it's the best caliber. It's God's caliber. It's God's caliber. That was Johnny Mandrick. We got one more person weighing in over here. Then we're, I think, getting close to out of questions. Another chance at another knife because Paul needs a hand. Marvin drawing tonight. I think we're going to postpone it because of what we got a special guest coming. So I'll postpone it till tomorrow because I realized also today that I'm not sure if I included everybody. I think I missed some people when I made my list. So I got to go over it again. I haven't had a chance today. But don't worry. It doesn't matter if we give it away tonight or tomorrow. I can't let the gun shop know until tomorrow because they're not there. And they won't even do any shipping till Thursday. So as long as we get the name to them by Thursday, we'll be fine. But yeah, we'll wait till tomorrow because we got a guest tonight. We don't want to be rude. John Clark, why did he do that weird number? 156. P.S. You don't shoot. Well, of course not. You think I can be trusted with a gun? Look what I did with myself with a knife. I can't be trusted. All right, that's looks like that's it for the super chats for right now. We don't got a lot of involvement right now. We got 203 people here. We should have chats pouring in. That guy the other night when he was hosting that chat got tons of people chiming in. and I get nobody. Y'all just sit back and watch. I'm starting to feel bad for myself. Donnie W chimed in, said, used heat gun to fix reverse pig nose in P320 grip. Yeah, it's not hard to do. I did a video showing doing that. Go Shadow said, designer of Rim 700 trigger said it was bad. Did he, or did the media tell you that? Did they twist his words? I know it wasn't a great trigger, Bo. They knew it was going to be a crappy trigger from the beginning, I think. Remington was just trying to cut corners. And it bit him in the ass. Bit him in the ass. Excuse me. All right, let's get over here. We got Clinton Barella chiming in here. And you can stand under my Barella. Barella. What did he say? It's not loading his comment here for some reason. Okay, there we go. Paying the fill bill and winning a knife. Did you just win something the other night? Aren't you being greedy? You cheated too. You got like half the entries because you donated $20 and that was half the entries. Excuse me. That's what you get. You cheated by donating money to the Pets and Vets program and getting emails. All right, gonna go to the emails here. Speaking of which, and let's see how many we got over here. My collection, Toy Uzi, John Heasley. Well, he got his patches. That's a question for Wyoming Gun Project. We'll save that for the next segment. Sean Bain. Okay, here we go. Let's get to the emails. I think they're mostly just people showing that they got their patches and their knives. Here's Sean Bain. Got the knives today, Yankee, and everything is okay. Well, that's good. And then we got John Heasley chiming in here. Got his patches. He got his TYMP K9 unit patch, and he got his Mouse Guns patch. I like that Mouse Guns patch a lot. Not that I don't like the K9 unit one, but the Mouse Guns one I like a lot. I think I do. I'm not sure though, but I think I might like the Revolution patch better. You know, because he's shooting his AK and his AR into the air, and he's got his bandoliers on, and he's got his boots on. He's wearing his combat boots, and he's shooting into the air. He got casings falling, so I like that one. And then there's also the Phil. I like that one. The Phil loves you, but he will fuck you up. Then there's the what could go wrong? You know, the don't point your Glock at your cock one. And then finally, not finally. Then there's the Resist Washington, the Resist Communism here in our state. And then there's the one with Eeyore that says guns make me so happy. Did I read Clinton Barella's comment? I'm pretty sure I did. I'm blanking though if I did. Yes, I did. Okay. We're fine. We're fine. All right, next email here. Shares Green, Winder. All right, we got who's this? This is Michael, and he says, hi TYM, I just picked up my HK45 today. Should my next purchase be a 320? Sure. Why not? If you're going to use it for the range or something, that's fine. I wouldn't carry one. Of course, I wouldn't carry a striker fire gun. I mean, luckily everything you got here is hammer fired, so you're set to go. You're good to go. Everything here's, and even the C camp, yes, it's hammer fired. It's just a spurless hammer. But yes, you're covered there. You got your great big, you got your itty bitty. And then you got something kind of, no, the 45 is kind of more towards the big side too. You need something more in the middle, kind of like a Walther PDP 4-inch or something. You could buy one of those. That'd be great. And then I could live vicariously through you and you could tell me what it was like. Sean Bain said, because I donate every day. Well, that's why your trailer ain't been blown away. That's why you haven't pissed off Phil. I'm hoping, I wish he would cure our diabetes. He won't cure mine because nobody else pays their tithes, but maybe he'll cure yours eventually. If he cures your diabetes, not mine, I'll be so mad. Oh, I'd be so mad. And I don't even know if he can do that. I'm not sure he's a research scientist. So I'm not holding out a lot of hope. Jay Sagode chimed in and says, the polymer P320 looks like a rattle trap, and the fit and finish looks like the body gaps in a Tesla cars. Yank, your P320 is like the Performer Senate version, almost hand-fitted. You know, I don't remember my P320s being like some of the ones I've seen in videos. If they'd have been that rattly and cheap, I wouldn't have bought them. I would not have owned them. So I think some of these guns have been beaten profusely. I think someone beat them like a redhead stepchild looking at some of them. Because mine were never that bad, or else I wouldn't have owned them. Pocket Sand used his 38-month member chat to chime in here and says, a weirdo keeps having my jokes removed by YouTube. Now algorithms watching my posts. It would be a shame if they were to end up with falling on a cactus. Well, nobody wants to fall on a cactus. Trust me, when we first got our little dog, we had a Keyshawn named Brandy. First thing she did, she's a little puffball. We go to take her out in the front yard, and for some reason, the people that we were renting at that time, we didn't own the house. People had planted cactuses on each side of the front porch and the steps. She walks out, goes through the railing, and jumps immediately into the cactuses. And she's long furred and everything. I swear to God, nothing ever got to her or her skin, but boy, it got all into us after we had to brush her out and brush her out and brush her out and get them all out. And we ended up taking her to a dog groomer and they had to brush her out, brush her out, brush. It was just a nightmare. I still remember it to this day. Let's see where we're at here. Make sure we're caught up with everything. Boop, we are there. Let me see if we got any new emails coming in yet. I think everybody's waiting for the second segment tonight. We will start it once we're done with this. Let's see here. Stop showing when you get up. Scoot off screen to make sure it's covered. Yeah, I got to remember I got my gun on. I keep forgetting that. Excuse me. Thanks for the shout out in the video today. Sorry about putting the topic in the subject line. Yeah, don't do that. Why do people do that? Why do people put their entire message in the subject line? The subject line should be limited to like 20 characters or something. So people can't do that. The guest said he didn't get the link. That's because I ain't sent him the link yet. I'll send it when it's time for him to come in. He didn't get your link. Google is blocking searches for the New York City shooter. What's the New York City shooter? Was there a shooting in New York City today? Just letting you know he's here and said he didn't get it. Okay, I got it. I understand. Let's see where am I at? I lost my place. Hold on. Got to pan way down here. If I don't get the knife I picked out, what are we going to do? The mess of not getting the patch has me concerned. Well, the knives are in a more sturdy container. They're not going to be torn open. Would you try the gun going off by milling down the sear 1mm and trying it without a screw? Somebody also said that there was a second spot on the sear that could possibly hang up. Well, no, if you file down your sear, even the slightest, and your gun goes off, well, that's 100% on you. Why would anybody do that? Especially since a lot of pieces they're heat treated. So if you file off even a little bit, you ruin the integrity of the metal. So yeah, I don't know why anybody would do that. My fiance just told me she trusts me more with a gun than a knife because I've cut myself so many times and never shot myself. Yeah, that's what I do too. This thumb had just healed up. I had cut this thumb last week and it just healed, and I split it. This time I split it right down the middle. Just right down the middle. Hurt like a bitch. What are you doing that a patch costs $8 to ship? It costs $8 to ship them. People get them. See it right there on the package. It's like $7.85 to ship a patch because the post office goes, they hang up on this. We have to hand sort them and they have to go as a package and blah blah blah. Well, yeah, you can ship an envelope. A bigger envelope doesn't count like a package. They can still go through the automatic sorter thing. They say that the patches are too thick. They have to do it themselves. Of course, every time I see them try to do it, I say, I'm pretty sure this will go through the slot. They push it through the slot, and what hangs up is the flap and I'm like, if you turn it around, put it the other way, it goes through. And they're like, no, it's got to go through both ways because we can't know which way it's going to go. And if it hangs up on the paper flap, I'm like, what a fucking jip. It's a bit of a rattle trap, but it isn't as bad as the old GI 1911s. That's true. Those things rattled like a can of pennies. You don't read the bodies of the emails. We have to put it in the subject line sometimes. Well, the thing is, you can only see the first couple words of the subject line. If you're scanning through, you see the first couple words. And then if you click on it and there's nothing in the body, well, fuck, I'd just go on. I don't ever think to click up there and expand the subject line. I usually just move on. So I don't think it's a very effective way of doing things, to be honest. We're going to go like another minute here, and then we will get on to the. So if anybody's got any questions for him, get them on over and get them in. I got one person over here asked the question for him. I saw the Fantastic Four movie today. It was a lot better than I expected it to be. The Mole Man character was very funny. Hans Moleman. No, that's one from Simpsons. Ben Grimm is supposed to have a gravelly voice because his vocal cords are made of rock. In the new Fantastic Four movie, he sounds like an ordinary guy. Yeah, I'm not sure I like the guy they chose to do his voice. That Michael Chiklis guy did better for his voice, I think. But I'm going to go grab one more soda. I'm going to send the link to. Let me sign off first. Thanks everybody for coming. That was the America Guns and Freedom podcast for the day, being a shortened version and done at the different time. So thanks everybody for coming. Thanks everybody for participating. I appreciate it. We will be moving on to our interview segment with Wyoming Guns Project. Wyoming, that's right. Yeah, right. Wyoming Gun Project. We'll do that in just a few minutes. So stay tuned. But for now, thanks for coming. I appreciate it. I'll see you again tomorrow. Until then, remember, always carry and stay safe till I see you again. Hey everybody, Yankee here. I just want to remind everyone that this channel is 100% viewer funded. We don't take kickbacks. We don't do discount codes. We don't take money from advertisers. And we definitely don't take money from big gun groups that want to tell us how to feel about things. So if you want to be part of the good things we do on this channel, please go over to TYMPpistolproject.com, my website. There's a link in the upper corner, and either buy some custom merchandise or sign up for Subscribestar or Patreon. You can even get some pretty cool patches over there. So please go over if you can and help support the channel.